This is Chi-Chun. I got my PhD from UT Austin back to 2019, graduated from the EB program, Ecology, Evolution, and Behavior. During my PhD, there are three important skill sets that I can directly apply into the current job as a scientific advisor. And I believe most of the PhD student has those skill sets. It's just you probably are not aware of yourself's ability to directly apply to those your skills to your future job. So the first is the experimental design. And the second is how to well communicate in the grant proposal. And the third is your communication skills. For example, how you teach your students in the lab from the class, or how did you communicate with your colleague to discuss what's the obstacles for doing some experiments, like to troubleshoot, something like that. So, and I will explain one by one, like how those three skill sets that I gained from my PhD helped me to land on this position. So as a scientific advisor at ACD, I'm currently working at Advanced Cell Diagnostics, ACD. I had to communicate a lot with biopharmaceutical clients to understand their needs, for detecting some signals from the tumors, from the cells, and help them to design the experiment, make sure that they're able to detect their mRNA or DNA or even protein expression. So, or protein signals, it's not expression. So the experimental design skills, it's like building you during your grad school's career, that you have to do it constantly. Eventually, it's more like a muscle memory, like you're so used to that process. So when I transit from the academia to this job, I have it just naturally. And the second is, I believe most of you during grad school, you have to apply your own grant, or you will be part of your PI's grant proposal that you had to review or contribute to some certain points. As a scientific advisor at ACD, I had to manage the proposal pipeline, and I have to write the proposal every day. So that's the second skill set that I directly apply into my current job. And the third is the communication skills. I would say that's the most different thing from academia versus industry. So academia, you can fully concentrate on your experiments, on your research by yourself, maybe just with a few of your colleagues, like from different labs or from the students that you're advising. However, to the industry, I have to face different clients every day. And if you are a really shy person, it's totally okay. But during grad school, the way I co-work with my colleagues or the students definitely helped me to give me confidence when facing different people. It's just the skill set is different. So in industry, I have to face, for example, like 3 different groups of clients. Today, one from Biogen, tomorrow will be from Moderna, and the next day will be from Eli Lilly. So different clients have different personalities, right? That's something that we cannot experience in school. However, the concept is the same. So I would say overall, those 3 skill sets that I built up during my PhD definitely helped me to succeed or fulfill the goal of my current job at ACD. What's the internship or other industrial experiences that I gained during my PhD. So I had the biology background that we have to TA during the semester, and summer or springtime are the most precious time for us to do field work or lab work. So I didn't do internship until my last year, like when I graduated. So the one I joined is that calls Bridge to BCG. BCG is Boston Consulting Group. BCG came to UT every year to recruit, and that just got my attention, and I joined the info session they had. So I applied, and luckily I was selected to be one of the attendees to the BCG Bridge to BCG program at Houston by that time. So that was a really short, kind of like a workshop formation compared to the actual like 3 months internship. That was just 3 days. But within that 3 days, I managed to know as many people as possible from the consulting firm and realize how poor my communication skills was, because we were so used to just talk to ourselves as a grad student, right? You have to, if you want to work in industry, you got to be able to communicate and transfer whatever you're thinking to the understandable wording to other people. So without that experience, I won't be able to figure out what I'm lacking. And so by that chance, I'm able to I'm able to sharpen my communication skills, which I'm applying that skills every day at ACD nowadays. That I have to communicate to people constantly. So that's just one of the example that I recommend grad students to have. Not necessarily that you have to go for the consulting role. No, that's not what I meant. What I meant is be involved into the industry bubble as soon as possible. Like get used to it. As a first generation, I mean, the first kid who pursue a PhD in my family, and also an international student from Taiwan, that English is not my native language. I would say this journey is not easy, but it's really, how do you say that? Rewarding. So during college, when I went to NTU, that lots of the professors mentioned about their study abroad experiences, and that kind of like planted the seeds in my mind, made me think I want to be one of them in the future. And the advice to students like me is don't let the difficulty beat you down. During the grad school at UT, I had my best moment of my life, that I get to know so many cool stuffs like research or fun activities, and talk to know so many fantastic professors. Like they lead the top of the world research in their certain field. When I was in Taiwan, I read some of the professors' names from my textbook. And at the moment when I started my grad school from the program, I can't believe the name I saw from textbook was actually a really kind professor standing in front of me, share his or her experience. So that was mind-blowing. So as I mentioned, that process is really rewarding to you. So do not give up that fast. And once you make the decision, just go for it. Try until you are able to manage it. You're able to try just to reach your goal. Do not give up that fast. And during the course of your grad school, you definitely will face lots of failures. I've been through that, especially when I got rejections from, I don't know how many times from a grant proposal. They just don't like my research. No, don't think about that. It just, we are in the really competitive niche that lots of people are as talented as you, and it's not that you're not qualified. It's just like maybe at this time you had less luck than other competitors, but do not look down on yourself. You are as fabulous as other talented students. Yeah, just keep that in mind. And if that still cannot make you be happier, find friends and share your experience with them, because friends help each other, either on your work or mentally. So either way, that will definitely help you to go through those difficulties.